right, so breaking news. We got a little bit of breaking news happening right now. The Eagles have made it official. They have signed first-round pick Jihaad Campbell. Tom Pelissero said this. The Pound Eagles agreed to terms with the number 131st overall pick, Jihaad Campbell, on his 4-year, $14.9 million fully guaranteed deal with a 5th-year option. We love these first-round picks because of that 5th-year option. Only 4 of the 32 first-round picks are unsigned, as many can't wrap up. That was no issue whatsoever. Makuba may take a little longer because you got some different stuff going on the second round. But Jihaad Campbell, he is good to go. He is ready to start. And with that said, I'm going to let you go. And please sit back, kick back, and enjoy Philly.500 double moonwalking the Cowboy fans' ass. Now to the video. Dallas still stinks.
Every single week. This is one of my favorite segments. Mark, I have to hand it to him, the last 2 weeks has come in stronger. I think the season's last dress rehearsals here. And I think Mark's looking forward to September 4th. With all that said, the great Mark Holmes, the Dallas Cowboy man himself, covers the Cowboys better than anybody in Big D. And our friend, the king, the champ, Philly.500. They join us now for Battle Royale. Here we are.
What's happening?
I know, boys.
I'm ready to fight.
You giving this guy false hope, false bravado.
Come on, man. Come on.
Trying to build him up. He's getting his ass kicked every week.
85 days, 3 hours, 48 minutes, and 13 seconds, bro. Are you ready? Are you ready, brother? Are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Okay.
How you feeling with Keely Ringo out there?
I feel good.
Ooh, wait till you see the speed of George Pickens.
I'd rather have Ringo better than Trevon Diggs, the old Mr. Oh, I got a sore ACL. Yeah, we're all right.
So wait a minute here. So you're comfortable with a Dory Jackson who was cut?
I think a Dory Jackson can hold the fort down if need be, but Ringo's going to win the job unless the Eagles want to go out and get another corner. If you're going to tell me that the coaches, Christian Parker, Vic Fangio, these guys who coached the defense last year that was number 1 and won a Super Bowl, if you're going to tell me they're okay with it, then I'm okay with it. I trust it.
How about this when you say Christian Parker? He was with Jahaad Alexander in Green Bay. Does that make a connection for you that they would entertain that?
It does, because I think there's a possibility. I'm not saying it's definite, but I could totally see the Eagles do it. If you want an insurance policy, why not bring him in for a 1-year prove-it deal? He's probably wants big money. He's not going to get it. He wants to go to a team that he could show that he deserves the money. What better team than the Eagles? So I'm open to it, but I still think Ringo's got to get a chance to win the job, regardless.
So that means week 1 against Dallas. All right, Mark, you tell me what.
Like I'm scared of that.
What version of Dak are we going to get in 2025?
You're going to get Dak.
The greatest version, the greatest.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Is your name Mark?
It should be. Because I'm the one that has to. I have to be. I'm Mr. Mark Holmes. I'm realistic, Mark Holmes. You're delusional, Mark Holmes. I'm realistic.
Your pie hole.
I'm your conscience, mother humping.
Why do I do this?
I'm your mother humping.
Why do I do this? You know, I'm over here in my own.
Why do I do this? Woe is me.
Good, and I come in here on Wednesday afternoon to get disrespected by your pie hole. Now shut up and let me answer the question.
Wipe your ass with your own hand.
Go ahead, Mark. Let me hear you, brother.
Actually, Right now, Dak is looking pretty good. Today, touchdown pass. They basically 11 on 11. Situation was you're down by 8 points. The boom ends up hitting George Pickens in the end zone, hits Miles Sanders on the 2-point conversion and so on. But we know that this is just mini camp, man. This don't mean shit till they put the pads on and go for real. In fact, mini camp and training camp really don't mean anything. It's really when you get into the games. But right now, I tell you one thing that looks good, that's going to help us, that definitely, good luck, Kylie Ringo, with my man who's got the flypaper hands in George Pickens, who's catching everything. That guy seems to have been the biggest blessing that the Dallas Cowboys have had. This I don't understand what problems they had with the Steelers, but this guy is on a new leaf, and he is doing everything the right way, and so that will help Dak.
I want to give you this here, and I want a comment here, and this goes to you, Philly. So Chris Sims just came out with his top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL.
Okay. Oh, and you won't have Dak in it.
Wait a minute.
You won't have Dak in it.
And he dropped Jalen Hurts, who won the MVP award just a couple months ago in February, and he put Baker Mayfield, and this is who he has ahead of him. Lamar Jackson, I guess, is number 1 overall. So he has Lamar, Allen, the usual suspects, Burrow in the top 4, Jaden Daniels 5, Matthew Stafford 6, C.J. Stroud 7, Herbert 8, and Baker Mayfield 9, and Jalen Hurts 10. I mean, why the disrespect for the reigning Super Bowl MVP?
Well, it's been. I mean, look who's doing it. It's been disrespectful from the get-go. So guys like that, I just think their ego gets hurt when they're wrong, and instead of being humble and say, man, I was wrong about this guy, they double down. They'll sneaky, they'll be sneaky about where they give compliments, but then at the moments like this, they double down on their stupidity. First of all, Lamar Jackson's not the number 1 quarterback. So right there, I have a problem with the list. I don't see how you can't put Mahomes on there. I mean, let's just be fair.
5 Super Bowls for sure.
I just don't see that. So, right there, I already have a problem with the list, and we're on number 1. So no, I don't put much stock into what he says.
How about the fact that A.J. Brown today said that he needed a real quarterback to throw with him in the offseason? And this was posted on John Clark's Twitter page, and that Jalen, I guess, is Malibu Hurts now. And he's out in Malibu hanging out with all the honeys, and he's hanging out with the Hollywood types. And this is John Clark, not me. This ain't Big Sills. He said, I need a quarterback to throw with me.
Ooh.
We got 5 guys on the roster. I mean, I take that as a cryptic shot at Hurts. That what happened with the relationship, dude?
I don't think
these guys are as friendly as they used to be.
I don't think it has anything to do with it, except for Hurts can't be there to throw to him. It's it. He's somebody
Tanner McKee can't either.
Well, I don't know what Tanner McKee is doing.
Oh, he must have engagements too.
Maybe he's got a date. I don't know.
Well, what's McCord, the rookie?
Maybe he's going to Skinny Joey Merlino's cheesesteak shop, and he's bringing a couple packages and envelopes. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you then, Mark. What kind of relationship does CD have with Dak?
Oh, they got a great relationship. But let me at least, before I touch on that, is Doc Walker, okay?
Former Doc, great guy.
Doc always says, I love Doc Walker, even though he hates the Cowboys. He says it's hard to be hungry when your refrigerator's full. And see, herein lies the problem that Hollywood or California dreaming Jalen Hurts, and you get of course, the Madden covers. You got all of these now new distractions because all of a sudden everybody wants a piece of you, where the focus gets a little bit lost on the field. Now, as far as Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, and I'm going to put George Pickens in there too. This is the new triplets where we got 2 receivers because they're all on the same page. They're all on the same page working together to try and build something. You can shake your hand. True.
The last time they had success, they hired outside the organization twice, Steichen, and also what they did with Kellen a year ago. There's no giving that thing's going to be a fucking success. Okay, so Hurts has to deal with that and overcome that. 6 different coordinators. They're still winning. Dude, I disagree, Mark. I think Dallas has a standard. Bro, you're the biggest brand in the world. You can't fucking go 7-9.
I didn't say 7-9. I said the team is better. But to say that to go from 7-9 last year to NFC Championship with the brand new coach, you're putting expectations that maybe aren't there yet.
They went from a nuclear meltdown where they were 6-8 in the last 13 games and won the Super Bowl the following year.
That's right.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No excuses, Mark.
You're carving up excuses.
No excuses. No excuses. Brand. Okay, I hear what you Eagles are saying, but you're getting ahead. You're getting the horse before the cart right now.
Yeah, this is it, man. This is now and never. All in Dak Prescott.
Okay.
What do you got this year? Let's see.
Really
you know he's going to fail. That's what it is. You already know he's going to fail.
If Dak Prescott right now were to retire, what kind of career would he have had in Dallas, in your opinion?
Tony Romo.
Okay.
I mean, basically, right now he's on the precipice of breaking Tony Romo's Cowboys records.
Wow.
So that's where you are. I mean, you've got Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Danny White, Tony Romo, Dak Prescott. I mean, that's where you would be. If he could get to a Super Bowl and win it, then he's number 3. But he's got to do that. That's the only thing that's missing from his career right now.
For you, Philly, why did disrespect around the National Football League and around in the media circles about Jalen Hurts?
I think there's a lot of people within the media, and just my opinion, that have been wrong about him, have been totally wrong about him, and they can't humble themselves enough to say, hey, look, I was wrong about the kid. So they look for these reasons to make excuses on why he's not a good quarterback or why he can't do this or he can't do that. But all he does is keep winning. So to me, I don't put a lot of stock in what they say.
But here, I'm going to put, when you see a PFF ranking or you see Chris Sims,
I don't
whatever. Well, I'm just saying here, when you're talking about the best talents, I said this yesterday, and you tell me if you agree. When you look at the other guys that are ranked ahead of him, it's because you're based on individual skill set. Nobody's ever going to say Lamar Jackson is a greater. I mean, Tom Brady is a greater athlete than Lamar Jackson. That's just not going to happen. The problem that you have with those lists is this. I think you have to be the smartest player in the league at that position to win, the best teammate to win. And Hurts falls in that line. Jalen Hurts, when you line him up with Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, bro, he's not in the room with them. But is he smarter than Lamar? Yes. I think he sees the game better than Lamar. I think he's smarter at times than Josh Allen. You win Super Bowls with smarts. You don't have to be the greatest athlete to win the Super Bowl. Does anybody going to tell me that Peyton Manning and Tom Brady are spectacular athletes over Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson? No. I think he sees the game better than those other guys. And that's what makes him a great player in that position. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine.
He's a smart kid, man.
He is a smart kid, and to me, he doesn't succumb to pressure. The bigger the moment, he seems to play better. So I think he's a winner. I don't think that this league and the way we judge players now, and I've said this before in this show, I don't think the way we look at quarterbacks or other positions, like we don't judge them by the same standards that we used to judge them by. And one of those things was winning.
He was 61 and 105.
I know.
He threw more picks than touchdowns.
He stunk.
And he's got a 500 record. He's 117 and 117.
I know.
That's Hall of Fame.
But it's not. But the
Super Bowls
have to help. I think the Super Bowls put you over the top. I do. I think if Jalen Hurts wins one more Super Bowl, he's going to Hall of Fame. That's the way I think.
With less than 30,000 passing yards, would be the only.
If he wins 2 Super Bowls, he's going to the Hall of Fame. So.
Well, I don't know, man.
The guy that would be
I
three
asked the
Super
Hall of,
Bowls. What if
I
he wins
asked,
3 Super Bowls? Let's say he wins 2 more in the next 5 years. You think he's going?
I think there's a great chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying that. You know what though? You go in also with your accomplishments and what you
I agree.
accomplished
I
in the
agree.
league.
I agree. But for
And
guys that don't have the numbers,
yes,
the
Super
best way to
Bowls
get
will
is
matter.
Super
Yes,
Bowl is what I'm saying.
yes,
Yes.
Super
Like,
Bowls
for
will matter.
instance, if Barkley goes out and has another 2,000-yard season, he'll be the first player in history to ever do it. That will help him get in, even though he doesn't maybe have the numbers from being with the Giants.
Who do you think's had a better career, Christian McCaffrey or Saquon Barkley?
To this point, I think McCaffrey's had a better career as a whole. I think Saquon's best years are the next 2 to 3.
Wait, what's his name? Has nearly 550 receptions.
Yeah, as of right now,
Disagree with
where in what they've done so far, you got to give McCaffrey the nod. But I believe that the prime years for Barkley are starting right now.
Do you think CeeDee Lamb is on a projection to be a Hall of Famer?
No,
Yes.
no.
Are you kidding me? The numbers for him to start his career?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll agree to disagree on
You
that
think
one.
he's better than Des Bryant?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
CeeDee's better than Des.
CeeDee Lamb's numbers, yes, right now. And you're going to see him be able to continue to roll. I mean, he's got the Dallas Cowboys single season record of 1,700 yards. Even with freaking Cooper Rush last year throwing to him, he had 1,100 yards.
Wow. I voted for, by the way, Des for the College Football Hall of Fame last year.
And he should be there. Dez was an incredible athlete. But Dez, the thing about Dez, why his career wasn't able to go, was Dez was a basically dry in the dirt guy, make the shit up and be able to roll. But and he could just out physical people. Unfortunately, when he started slowing down, he didn't have the skill set to be able to continue to perform in the same level. And see, that's where Jerry Rice was such a tactician. Even though he got older, he could rely on his route running and things and being in the right place at the right time. And that's the difference with Des Bryant. Des Bryant, young, was an incredible athlete and a great wide receiver, but it just didn't maintain as he got older.
Last question for you guys. First, Philly. Yesterday was the last dress rehearsal. How you feeling about? Do you have enough talent on that football team, in your opinion, with all the losses that you have and a lot of the question marks that you have with guys that have not performed before and a lot of injured dudes? You got Nolan still injured. You still got N'Kobe injured, and your first-round draft choice won't be ready probably until August. That's what they're saying, that he may come sooner because he's younger. How do you feel about it?
I feel great. I feel great. I think they're more than talented. I think there's 2 questions that we've got to ask ourselves about the team, the cornerback and the safety position. I think we're going to have to see how that plays out. But I like the young talent. I like that this young talent played inside the playoffs last year and performed well. So I expect them to play good, especially down the stretch. We'll see where they are health-wise coming into the season. That, of course, will be important, but I think they have more than enough to go back and win again.
Have you done enough, Mark, to prepare yourself for September 4th to beat that Eagle team?
I still think there's a lot of question marks in our secondary, although Diggs is saying that he's shooting for September 4th, which I'm not sure how much rust he's going to have. That's going to be my worry, is the secondary. And I still think the Cowboys still need more help on the defensive line to stop the run.
Will you have Micah under contract by the time September 4th comes?
I think they will. Micah seems to be planning on being at training camp. He's already got a house in Oxnard for training camp for himself and his family to stay at. He's saying all the right things and all that, and I hope that the Cowboys get the thing done. I don't want to see a situation where – see, here's the thing that people don't understand about Micah Parsons being there at training camp. It not only hurts Micah Parsons, but it also hurts the rest of the team, because if you have a guy like Tyler Guyton who's going against Micah Parsons in practice, it makes him better. It makes everybody else better, and you're going to miss the leadership standpoint.
Don't you see that shit-eating grin over there at Philly, man? He's just looking at you right now. And why do I get the sense he's laughing at everything you say about your Cowboys? I mean, look at him.
Because he's laughing at everything I say about my Cowboys.
Yeah,
because it's a broken record for 7 years. It's the same thing every year.
You know what?
That Dallas team can't run the ball and they can't stop the run. You don't win in this league if you can't do those.
You know what?
An
inventor can be wrong 99 times, but once he finally gets it right, that one thing he gets right makes him rich. Okay,
I'll take the odds. I'll take the odds.
But once he gets that sucker right,
I'll take those odds.
This
is not the one time.
I can't wait for September 4th. Mark,
you watch. Mark's going to come in. He's going to come in all sad after we kick that team's ass. We got a lot of stuff. Dak didn't get any help. The new offensive line, they couldn't make any stops, and the Eagles line just took advantage of us, and Barkley just wore us down.
Are you still?
It's not Dak's fault.
Mark, can you imagine if you win?
Poor Dak.
Oh my God! It might crush Philly.500. He might not show up. Are you still guaranteeing a victory?
I'm just going to say playoffs. We'll see what happens in the playoffs. If we lose week 1,
okay.
Playoffs.
Look at Philly. If we lose, so what? I don't care, man. It's all about us.
Playoffs.
Getting to Santa Clara.
More. See, Dallas has got more pressure than us. Right? That's how I see you, because you've got a team that hasn't won anything. They haven't proved anything. My team is going to have a banner rose that says they're Super Bowl champions. I think the pressure is on Dak Prescott. I think
Hollywood
it's on
Eagles that have.
I don't think it's on the Eagles.
Okay, your refrigerator's full.
Wait a minute.
I don't think it's on the Eagles.
Do you, Mark? Do you think you have more pressure on you guys in that game?
No.
How can a quarterback, 32 years old, not have pressure?
This is the Christians versus the Lions. Okay. We're the sacrificial team. You're not supposed to win this one.
He's setting you up, Philly. He's setting you up, Philly, with that. See what
I know. I don't even listen to that. I just ignore that because I know what
he's doing. Those guys are so fucking good.
But the thing about it is, Dak Prescott's a 32-year-old quarterback that hasn't shown that he can win. You can't tell me that he doesn't come into this season without pressure.
31.
And at this game, 32. I think it'll be 32 by the time season starts,
31.
Right?
Let's fuck that. 31. Hey, Mark,
31, 33. What's the difference?
Let's look up Joe Boo Sports Report on everything, okay? JOBU or Mark Holmes. Either one, you'll find me.
How about Champ?
Or licking Dak's balls. There you go. Type that in too.
My God almighty, what a way to end it. I will see you guys. Thank you so much for doing it. And Mark,
how do I do this shit?
You're fighting. Mark, you've been fighting very hard the last 3, man.
Keep fighting, Mark.
I mean, because
you ain't going nowhere. He's just throwing punch. He's doing this. Hey, he's going nowhere. I'm just
what are you saying? He's flailing?
Yeah, he's just throwing like this, and I'm just holding his head. Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl champ, Super Bowl champ.
You guys are fucked up. Talk to you guys later. All right, man.
Wait, one question. How did the Rumble go with Howard Eskin and crew?
No, we're working on it.
Oh, okay.
I know. We're getting that. Yeah, no. Angelo's already agreed. Howard's got to find time. You guys have inspired. Thank you, bros.
Peace. Thank you.
Out.
You got it.
That's all, folks.